If you want to attract massive abundance in your life, then I want to let you know that you came to the right place by watching this video. In this video, I'm actually going to teach you a very important money manifestation principle that I've learned. And it's all about, how you see successful people. And here I am, I'm holding up $30,000. It's pretty cool. And it has some weight to it. There it is, a lot of money. Um, but to some people, that's not a lot of money. Isn't that crazy? And so, what I want to talk to you about is how you see successful people. When I'm holding this, and I want to let you know, this is a half a day's pay for what I'm doing, and I'll have another so it's like a $60,000 day, and just look at that. I want you to just take note of how that makes you feel. And I want to let you know, number one is I'm not smart. I don't have a degree. And just take note of how you feel when I'm saying this to you. I don't have a degree. Um, I'm not a smart guy, like math and science, biology, anything like that. Yeah, it will totally confuse me. I'm not a good writer. I don't write really well or anything like that. Number two is I don't come from a rich family. I actually came from poverty and I've been homeless. And if you know my story, um, I lived in the hood for a long time and I went to the food bank many times and borrowed money left and right and couldn't pay for my bills. And a lot of times I get notices that my power was going to get shut off. I came from poverty. I didn't come from, my dad left when I was young, 4 years old. My mom left when she was eight, and I was kind of passed around family to family. So I don't come from wealth. If you're thinking, oh, this guy inherited, uh, far from it. Um, Number three is, yeah, I don't have a degree. I don't come from all those things that people say you need to do to create wealth. I didn't do that. I learned how to manifest wealth. And I learned principles that help open up a floodgate that came where riches and abundance and opportunities and wealth comes to me from all angles. And one of the principles I want to talk to you about today is how you see successful people. If me holding this up to you kind of makes you feel like this asshole, like what the hell is he showing off and things like that, then it's indicating that there's a relationship and traumas with money and wealth that lies within you. And so that tells you that you got some work to do. And if you want to manifest wealth, you have to literally clear up all of these traumas before this wealth can come to you in large amounts and really quickly. And for me, I realized, I've been taught and I was programmed when I was young that, people will say money is the root of all evil. Have you ever heard that? I want to ask you if you ever heard something like that, or money doesn't grow on trees. One of my favorite things, my adopted parents would tell me is, what am I supposed to buy that with buttons, when because all the kids had the nice clothes and the nice shoes and the brand clothing, and I would say, hey, can I get that? Can you go buy me new shoes, Nikes? And they'd be like, what am I supposed to buy that with buttons? And so I was being taught that there's not a lot of money out there and that we don't have opportunities and that we don't have abundance and we're basically a poor family. And I was taught that it was a struggle. And if when you watch movies, guess what else they teach you is like the bad guy is usually the rich, person with all that money that owns the business, and a lot of TV programs, they show like American Greed, for example, a TV show talks about how people do bad things in order to get money. And so we're programmed from what we read, from our audios we listen to, from our news, from radio, from movies, all kinds of things, that this is not a good thing to have in large amounts. And so you have to clear that up. And part of it is how you see successful people. And you have to change that, because what you're doing is you're blocking the wealth for yourself by saying, look at that rich person or that successful person. They think they're snobby. They think they're all that. They probably did something bad. And what you're doing is basically creating a reflection of all your traumas, of why this shouldn't come to you. And you have to figure out how to clear that. And so I want you to do something, and this is going to help you out. Is create an affirmation where you look in the mirror and you start talking about all the good things you're going to do with your wealth as if you already have it, and say, I'm so happy and grateful I have $30,000 because now I can help a lot of kids in need who live in poverty. I could start a sports program. I could help my parents. I could get out of debt and help. Actually, you don't want to think of debt. You say, I could be overflowing with abundance. I could um, feed more people. I could feed my family. I could just think of all the good you're going to do. That's going to help clear up this trauma. And you just look in the mirror and you say these things to you over and over again every single day. Number two is start looking at successful people as as a benchmark of what you can do as well. If you see someone in a nice car, say, "Oh man, that's cool. If that guy could do it, he's showing it's possible for me to do that." If someone lives in a beautiful big house, you can be like, "Man, that person is pretty cool. He figured out abundance." That they're also showing that I could do that, because anything a human could do, you can do as well. Um, and then and start creating this positive relationship with successful people, even if you don't know who they are, just mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and watch and take notes on a journal, and start writing down all the positive things that start happening to you. So if you find some money on the ground, write it and say, abundance came to me. If someone bought you a coffee, write it down on your journal. If someone offers you a free trip, like a work trip, and you get your hotel room paid for, and your travel and your conference ticket paid for from your work, write that all down. That's all abundance coming to you. These are some things that you probably never took note of before. And what happens is when you have this attitude of gratitude, this gratitude energy is actually connecting you with the source energy that's everything. And it starts rewarding you with more and more. And the more you focus on it and do everything that I'm saying in this video, the more abundance and good things are going to come to you. And not don't just do it for money, do it for like the time people spend with you, the love your kids give you, the love that your partner gives you, the love that you get from your friends. Say, I got all this love. If someone gives you a t-shirt, and say, hey, do you want this t-shirt? Start accepting everything that people are giving you. Don't reject abundance. Even if you need to give it away later and you don't really want what someone's going to give you, take it and bless someone else. But because by you blessing someone else, you're showing that you're an abundant person. Because anytime you can give of yourself, you're showing abundance, that you have enough. So when you have money, give some of it away. Give some away to help somebody, because you're literally putting yourself in a state of abundance, saying, I got a lot, so I can also give it what it has. Even if it's you only have your last $10, give $1 of it away, to a homeless person, or buy someone a coffee with that dollar, if you could even find a dollar coffee somewhere. But start giving up your time. If you have extra clothes, give it away. If you have love, give away love. Give as much thing as you could, because you're putting yourself in a state of abundance. You can't literally not be in abundant mindset, or a state of abundance, um, while you're giving something away. It's like it's connected. You have to be in abundance mindset in order to give you something. See, I have all these towels here. And if you're like, oh man, it's hot outside, I can give you one of these towels and say, I got enough. I'm showing you I have enough by giving it to you. And so what I'm actually going to do is, with this money, I'm actually giving it all away. I'm giving it all away to bless artists, to bless other people, for my community. And the more I'm giving like that, the more I'm going to receive. And it's going to be amazing blessings in my life. And that's what I'm doing to create abundance. And hopefully, you probably want to watch this video over and over again, because it's really going to help you out with your journey in creating massive abundance for yourself. If you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm gonna have more powerful videos like this coming your way.